Okay, so here we have an Oculus Go, which is something to help us get through these troubled times. Give us some virtual reality. As you can see on the front of the box, there's Netflix and some other games. On the side there is a really cool feature, which is this guy, which is video on demand with friends, which apparently will let you hook up with other people through the virtual reality. Now let's keep it spinning around here, and that is the remote that it comes with. And let's go take a look at the back. There we go. So this is just the slightly higher gloss version of what we've already said. This 64 gig model right here is, well, you may not be able to see that, but just trust me, it's 64 gig. And that was about $50 more than the 32 gig version. This starts out at about $150, $160 US. There's the Go, which is has been around now for well, a few years. And it was largely replaced with the Quest. The Quest is a much higher resolution screen. It has, but much more importantly, it has positional trackers. So if you're walking around a room, it will know that. And the way they're doing that is there are cameras on the front, so it has an idea of what you're doing. You can see even from the picture here that the Oculus Go does not have that. Then there's the Rift, which is the original Oculus product, and that's what got Facebook to buy Oculus. The Rift is the original VR that you probably have seen around on TV, and what that is one that has to connect to a high-end gaming computer. Okay, then on to other products. There's the HTC Vive, which is about $600. That's what you see in most commercial institutions. So if you go to a gaming arcade, you will see HTC Vives everywhere. Okay, so we're going to pull the headset out now, and the headset itself, you can see, just has a little plastic cover on the front that we're going to pull off at some point. Not now, though. We'll just leave it in case we have to return it or there's a problem. The headset already comes assembled, which is different from our previous products. And you can see there's stickers on the lenses on the inside. So apparently we're going to have to pull those off right away, but we'll leave that for now. Then there's the controller. Let's see what buttons are on there. So there's there's two buttons right there, including a back button, and there's also a trigger button on the front. Okay, so there's also a glasses holder, which is this rubberized unit you can put around here, so you can continue to wear your glasses. We'll pull that out. And there's also a little rope holder, which we're going to call useless.
First thing that you'll notice when you're going to pull off stickers and things is that there's actually two on the inside here. The first one says no liquid cleaners, so don't try to clean these. And the second one says no sunlight, which is fairly obvious. There's also your volume on here, and then a power button and a light. And then on this side, there's the logo and what looks to be a headphone jack and a power jack. And that's all that's on here. So when you get it, first thing you should do is plug it in, and then you'll be able to see this light turn on, and again, plug it in on the side here.
Charge it up and set your expectations that you won't be able to play with it right away. You have to wait a bit. All right, so it tells us to go get the app, so we're going to go get the app. We're going to go to the Play Store. So to be clear, you need the app just to set up the Oculus Go. You do not need it to run the Oculus Go. We've already created an Oculus account. As you can see here, they suggest that you use their Facebook account because, of course, Oculus is owned by our friends at Facebook. And now we are going to set up an Oculus Go. It's just telling you you've got to charge it. So location access, yes, that's fine. Allow all the time. There we go. So now it's connected. Light bulb will light up. Okay, that's great. Let's get the remote to keep it out of the sun. Also, not a good idea to use in the shower. Something it didn't say, but that's it. Health and safety. Yes, we understand that. Again, this is Facebook's lawyers making sure that they don't get sued. So let's go click continue. We've updated team. Oh, yes, we carefully read those. Updating headset. And on the headset itself, it shows a Wi-Fi connected to continue to Oculus app. And we're just going to wait. Okay, so the headset is rebooting.
Setting up your headset. We are preparing your headset.
Okay, so we put the Oculus Go on our heads, and we have to run through an initial setup wizard.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So it will configure this. So our little controller here. So you go through and it shows you the controls, like this is a trackpad. You move left, you move right. There's a back button, which is this, and then an Oculus Home button, which is this one, and it'll explain it all. And more than that, it configures where it is on the screen.
So inside the Oculus on the main control bar, the main menu, you select sharing and then cast. And now that that has been done, you'll see on the phone here, it's come up with headset casting on. And I can click on that and it's going to show us what. There we go. Now we're looking at what she's looking at. Okay, can we go off to Netflix? Can you find Netflix in there?
So I just click the search bar and then it actually brings up, so yeah, just right here, Netflix as one of the suggested ones. So I'm going to click on that and then Netflix and install. Also interesting to note, as we went through the sort of safety video earlier on the Oculus app, it gave you ratings for different apps, and this one is comfortable. Just interesting.
Oh, interesting, yeah. All right, so at this point, Netflix isn't going to let us cast out to the screen for whatever reason.
Dimmed the lights, and the whole thing was very focused on the gigantic TV in front of you. And then I clicked the home button on the controller, and it brought me here. So I'm going to click quit and then go see what else I can do. If you hold the button and go up and down with your hand, it moves the, in this case, the
scroll bar.
Yeah, the scroll bar. Cool.
Hey, Daily.
Yes.
So what we're seeing is pretty grainy, and that's just the casting, right? Like in your case, is it super clear?
Yeah, it is.
So it's in there. Navigate, social, sharing, notifications, and settings. You can see the battery's at 100. Oh, one of them is the remote, and one of them is the unit. So the headset's probably 100. Oh, there we
The
go.
controller is 100 and the headset is 73. And I'm going to go ahead and click on this because it says I have notification. And that's just what's installing. Awesome.
Yay.
There
we go. We're in the temple.
If you know this game, then you know what's going on. If not, you grab this, and then it's like Indiana Jones. You have to run from this weird sort of monkey thing. So we'll see how this goes, because keep in mind, I'm sitting down. So we'll see. All right, so I'm going to grab that. I don't know how to...
With the
Whoa,
pointer?
oh, my hands.
Oh, cool.
How do I run?
I don't know, but you're going to get eaten.
I know. Wait, it's okay. It's running for me, so I'm not running.
So tip your head to the left or the right. Does that?
Ah.
That's, oh, so you steer with your head.
What?
Oh, she got eaten. Okay, so that's a fun thing. So let's get out of that now. So you can see basically it works. And let's go back to the main menu and look down at the settings. So what's under home? Home, library, store, browser, TV. Let's go to TV.
Oh, can you see this?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. All right, so yeah, so pretty much just TV, and
Just
I'm gonna
apps.
say this.
But what are the apps? Because the TV is obviously not TV. It's because it's not television. It's going to be apps.
It's Oculus TV, yes, and it's just videos from the looks of it. Yeah. So if I were to click entertainment, let's say, casting, live streaming not available. This content cannot be viewed outside of your headset.
Okay,
so
fair enough. So let's get out of that.
So we downloaded a National Geographic app just to sort of see if how the video quality is. And you guys can't see when I go into this; it won't allow it to cast. But it's pretty cool. You can see the menu on here, and then it lets you sit in a video and you can look around, and it's pretty cool. All right, so overall, I really like this. The only issue is the battery dies pretty quick, but fair enough. It's better than the other VR device that I use with Google. This one, firstly, doesn't need your own phone. The actual like physical mask, I guess, fits pretty well. Using it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Do you think it's worth a couple $100 US for the 64 gig version?
I think so, yeah, compared to what we had before, and also because as much as the technology will progress, I do think that this will be something that you can continue to use, like sort of like
It'll be fun a year from now.
Definitely, yeah, and I'm sure that they'll update things and there will be more apps. And
do you think in this time of COVID-19 coronavirus that, or any other pandemic in the future, that this type of thing might help you stay centered and calm because it takes you out of the world, or is that just me projecting what I think?
Yeah, I think definitely to a certain extent, and that extent would be that when you're using this, like obviously it takes a lot of your attention, and it's pretty cool just to be like in this completely alternate space, even though I'm sitting literally in an office. So I think it's distracting that way, and learning about it, like having it for the first time, going through everything, that's definitely going to take your mind off of it.
Do you think it's worth let's say, a little more than 2 times the money to improve the quality and get a few newer games? Because the new Quest from Oculus does more. It has a few more functions. In particular, it has cameras in it, so you can stand up and walk around a room, so you'll have some sort of spatial awareness. Is that something? Is it worth 2.5 times the money for that, or is this just a good starter kit, and that's where a lot of people will just want to stay?
Depends on what you're using it for. So for us, I would prefer it, but it's not the end of the world. I can use this for everything that I need or anything that I want to do. But if you were going to use it like every day, let's say, and you had this instead of like a gaming console, I would say, yeah, it would definitely be worth it, because the little bit of graininess, and I'm sure this will age pretty quickly with how fast things are moving in the tech world. In that case, I think it would probably be worth it. But for us, in our circumstance, this will be perfect.
We're probably going to use this. We're going to use this for a few months, play with it for a while, get over the COVID thing, and then we'll sell it for probably half of what we paid for it. And somebody will be very happy with that. Then we'll decide that we'll go on and get something else. Now, I know they're putting most of the development into, or in fact, all of the development into Quest, so that the Go, they're now just stabilizing and it's just being maintained, which is why the price is so cheap. So I think that's about it then. If you like this video, it'd be great if you would click like below, and if you'd subscribe, that'd be even better. It helps with the Google algorithm on YouTube. Other than that, we wish you the best. Stay safe, and if you have any questions or concerns, please get a hold of us at www.urtech.ca. Thank you. Bye-bye.